Welcome, football fans, to the birthplace of America, the city of brotherly love. The place where you'll find the best cheesesteak made in this country and some of the best football played inside of Lincoln Financial Field. Up next, a contest that keeps things all in the NFC between the San Francisco 49ers and the Philadelphia Eagles. The holidays have arrived. Thank you for spending a part of them with us. We're away in Week 16 on EA Sports. He dodged the tackle. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops.
The Niners take over first down 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
First carry here for Jordan James. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
First down from the 42. Running with James. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Purdy throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's the first carry for the rookie out of Notre Dame. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. And now we'll get a pause here. Trainers headed out to take a look at an injured player. Let's hope it isn't anything that's going to keep him from finishing this season strong. They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Get set, get set.
They'll throw, 3rd and long. That's the first down, and he's still going. He's got it in the red zone. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though, out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Now run, James. Jukes away from one. And he only gets this one down to the 9. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Purdy setting up that play action. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure of what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Working now from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw here. He finds Brown right side. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Running left with Bigsby. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock, here who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Back to throw.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
Come on. Set. 19 Tigers.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. That's Diamador Lenore. And he's into the end zone for the pick 6 for San Francisco. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that 3rd down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic. Not just knock that ball away,
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
Trujillo checks on the extra point. And the 49ers drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Bigsby with the return. And he gets it up beyond the 20, but boy, did they plant him a few inches into the ground at the end of that run.
At their own 23-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
You got motion there. You got motion there right there. Here we go. Set.
This play's a design run. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
He was
QB runs could be some of the most difficult plays for these defenses, but not for the defense right there. Did their homework, and they get an A+ for how they defended that play.
First play of the drive lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. He'll get this one to Brown. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. It's like you always say, right back to work for him. Getting the drive moving like that turnover never happens.
And they weren't going to shy away from letting him do his thing, throwing the football. Mistakes happen in this league and in this game, and you never want to punish a quarterback for making a mistake. You want to see him continue to produce.
We've set it downs from 37. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's pure coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Let's go.
Back to throw. He's got a man left. Escapes a defender. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Back to pass on 1st and 10. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Still working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
Set. Steady.
He's dropping back to throw. This one's knocked away, so that's incomplete. And now we've got a flag down. This may be against the offense as well. The 3rd and 10 coming up. They felt comfortable going ahead and declining that penalty. Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down.
Here we go. Here we go. Cougar 19. Steady.
3rd and long for him here. Hits him on the out route. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
All right, down a couple of scores. They want a bigger swing than just 3. They're going for this. 4th down, pass coming. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, kid, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. There's a give inside to James. And he's going to manage a low yard on that drive up the gut. Andrew Makuba attacking to make that stop.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They'll work against the blitz. Finds him over the middle. And they're on it quickly there after that catch. So the game's going to be to the 34-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
Get set.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. That's 1 quarter down in our Christmas Eve contest. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to the link right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Purdy has it knocked out, and the Eagles get to it. And they can't add anything after that recovery, partner, but they do take possession of the football.
Man, that run was looking so good for him, but you'll see QBs don't always tuck it away like running backs do. That was loose. Ball away from his body and in prime position to be knocked free. That's exactly what happens once that defender catches him downfield.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Barkley off the pistol give. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Pass play now. Forced out to his right. He's keeping it. And they make the play at the 39 just before he can pick up that 1st down.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. A 13-yard gain brings up 3rd and a yard.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. So this one goes against the offense. And he has enough for that 1st down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. The penalty makes it 3rd and 8 here. Now a timeout called just as the play clock was down to 2. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the 1st half. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. And the 49ers get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Well, okay, I guess we've got a couple of very giving teams today, Brock. One side coughs it up with a fumble, Then the other side graciously hands it right back with the interception.
Hey, listen, if you like playmaking defenses, then you like this game right here. These defenses, they're the ones supplying the big plays, and they're putting their stamp on this game.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Now a give on the counter. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the 49ers the first.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it could set the table for more.
First and 10 from the 43. Purdy looking to throw. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Now, he's been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Here's James running right. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
1st and 10 from the 43. Purdy to throw it. This line puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Get set, get set. 18, watch out. Up.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they haul him down after a gain of a couple. Leaves him in need of 1 more yard here on 3rd down.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And this one is center chains. Couldn't have hit that much better.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Fields this one at the 3. This makes it up to the 25.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. He doesn't slide down and he pays for it. A big shot sends him to the ground. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
Let's go. Check go.
Dropping back to throw. Brought in right side. Get some space around midfield. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
They'll go from the gun with Barkley. Great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
All set to go now from the 35.
Let's go now.
1st and 10, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Might be time to reach into the bag of tricks on 2nd down. 16 to go following the sack.
Ready. Cowboy.
He's going to throw this one. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Trying to throw this from the gun. Finds Barkley underneath. And they get this down to the 28.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More football from the link coming up in just a moment. Well, they're in a pretty big hole already, Brock. They're going to pass on the field goal and keep chasing that touchdown.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They're going to throw for it on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. So they hit him for 5 yards on 4th down, and they get the successful conversion.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not. It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23.
Viking 18.
Sticking to the air here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here we go. Here we go. Money Lion. Check out.
Throw here, third down. That's caught for the first. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. Give them about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets them up with first and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They're going to run with Barkley. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on first and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get their first points of this game just before halftime. That one not easy, Brock. Threading the needle there. Boy, there was a lot of traffic in the end zone, but he still found his man.
Yeah, you don't really recommend challenging double coverage in the end zone in this league, but when you give your receiver a chance in that spot, that's what they love. And sometimes you just have to trust that your guys are better than the ones surrounding him, and he'll go make that play anyway.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. Returning it from the 4. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First down throw by Purdy. Into the hands of Jordan Watkins. And he's going to be a yard shy of the first as they force him out after the gain of 9.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is second and inches. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Bigsby with the return. And he dodged the tackle. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
At their own 28-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10.
Let's go.
Give now to the running back. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Jalen Thompson, the man on the tackle.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Set. 18 Cardinals.
Looking in the air here. Getting out to his left. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Set. Steady.
They're going to try and throw it here. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The Eagles are in punt formation. He bunted 3 times in the win last week, and this one is away. Breaks a tackle. He's still going. And he'll scrape together what he can on the return. He gets it back to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Purdy throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So at the 20, here's 2nd and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
What a great sign to start the 2nd half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
First down now, ball at the 33. Purdy setting up that play action. He's going deep this time. It is caught at the 20. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
Outside. 18, watch out.
Running this with James. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Into the end zone, but not brought in. It falls incomplete. It will bring up 3rd down. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing block. Throwing into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player and now as a coach. Please don't do that again.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. Third and long. They're going to throw. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
That is such a good play defensively. A play you can take a whole bunch of pride in not only stopping the passing game, but the effort to get to the quarterback before he could scramble for the first.
For the third time today, we see them setting up for a field goal. This from 28 yards away. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Return starts from the goal line. Returnable from near the end zone. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. Oh, they try the lateral. It's a live ball. And the 49ers get to it.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security's at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set, get set. Watch out.
They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers capitalize on the turnover and add to their lead. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Well, we see the medical staff headed out there now. We're going to get a timeout as they handle an injured player. Not what you want to see so close to the end of the season. Here's Trujillo to kick it away. Bigsby with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now after that play, we have somebody banged up down there. Injuries never a welcome sight so close to the end of the season. They're out to attend to him. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go, set. Saturday Lions. Go, 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 go. Let's go.
Back to throw. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First and 10 from the 43.
Here we go, here we go. Setting
up to throw. this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
You know, when we watch Combine each and every single year, I hope you get good enough to understand as a football fan, watch the big guys' first 10 yards. Don't watch the ends and the linemen run 40. Watch their first 10, because that's the most critical. And that defensive end showed you right there the kind of explosive burst in the first few yards to get home for the big sack.
He gets forward, and that's back 4 yards. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Third down, Niners going with some dime coverage here.
Come on, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison!
Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
He'll get it at the 9. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 15-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's first and 10. They run. It's James. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Run lost him a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
Get set, hot!
Running with James. Jukes away from one. That's a 9-yard pickup, and it gives him a 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact that gets home. But of course we know, it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Ready, set!
Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Set up! Set go!
Here's a toss headed right. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable second down.
Can we score?
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3.
Set! Steady!
They're going play action. Vacates quickly left side. Has him running the comeback. And they get this down to the 28. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. That'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
There are times a quarterback's got to be blacksmiths. When you're in the pocket, there's just a certain timing and precision. But you get outside that pocket, you got to be an artist. You got to be creative, and this guy is.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
Ready?
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. We're off to the 4th quarter here on Christmas Eve. It's Eagles football, and they're going to look for points here, but it might be a little too late for them in this lopsided game. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2.
Let's go now. 19.
No look to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. That's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
60 in. Go.
Back to throw now. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Has him on the quick hitter. This one loses yardage and loses possession. He's stopped behind the line. They're turning this over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. They send a man in motion. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
First down now, ball at the 33. Toss this one out to James. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Offense to the line for second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Go ahead. Find me an offense that won't take that type of efficiency on every snap. Listen, it was good execution, a quality gain, and it moved the sticks.
First and 10 from the 43. They give it to him again. He's got room to roam. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
First down from the 42. Now run, James. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. We call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
At the 39-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Third and long for him here. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll come up on 1st and 10. There's a give inside to James. The stop is made, but not until he reaches that 17-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same. Time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
Okay, ready?
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Handoff here to Davis. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Ready up.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8.
Let's go.
Going right back to Davis. The defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here.
Ready, ready.
Counter give here to Davis. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Right here, Kate, this is where I love to see a team go no huddle. You just ripped off a great run, a momentum-changing run. Now get back to the line and don't let that defense breathe.
Let's go. Viking 18.
Here's a design run.
Let's go.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. 49ers moments away from win number 12. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Lions.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. Setting up for the kneel down on 3rd.
Ready.
And it's a designed run for him. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. For an easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Kick by Trujillo is good. And that'll make the lead 26 points.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And maybe making some better judgment here as he takes a knee and accepts the touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Hut, hut.
Pistol snap, Gabriel. This slide puts a bow on this play after a gain of about 6.
A 6-yard
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Here we go, set. 60. Ready?
Here's the backup. First throw. It is caught left side. And he's able to cross midfield before going out. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10.
Set, hut. Red, hut, hut.
Gabriel here from the gun. Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. That's Diamador Lenore. And the 49ers have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Come on, come on.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down.
Let go.
Sign quarterback run here. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those really good teams, they struggled in these 10 a.m. kickoffs on their body clock. You know who changed it? Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll and the Legion of Boom said enough's enough. If you're good enough and we build up enough talent, we can also end this mystique or this problem of that early kick.